Hello, come on in and grab a seat and join us.
We have our first soap today from 11 Shaving.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, Happy New Year. Welcome to Barbershop Month here at the Barbershop Duet. Oh, we're having a blast. And boy, are they all different so far.
They really are.
Oh, love it. What's our mention today?
So our mention today, since we actually purchased our soap from the Razor Company, I wanted to make sure to also mention this other new color that we got. So this is our third TRC 3D
These are
printed
some
bowl.
of our favorite lather bowls.
And this one's got a fun little shiny thing going on. So
And it's a little bit malleable.
It
you
is.
can squish it in your hand. Oh,
So we'll use this when we lather later today, but I wanted to give you a little preview here.
And we've noticed that a part of the hobby is sort of having a few supplies on hand so that when your friend says, you know, what's all this wet shaving thing about? You can immediately shave them down and send them home with supplies. So yeah,
a little to-go package for you.
and, you know, we don't talk about price here at the Barbershop Duet, but check them out. They are remarkably priced.
Yes.
So what's our soap today? I'm so excited because it's new vendor day here at the Barbershop Duet. What do we got?
I forget how we even found 11, but we were looking at different labels and we're like, what is going on with this? And then we found out they had a barbershop. So clearly, we had to try them out.
Right, and like every red-blooded American male, except for Sloppy Badger, I think I have a soft spot in my heart for barbershop. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, let's try. And I did notice that after we got our soap, they had come out with a new line of labels.
So
for all their soaps.
2024 is a new layout.
Ooh, cool stuff going on. So I'm excited for this one. Let's make the soap. All right, so this is from the sales page at 11shaving.com.
Short and sweet. A classic barbershop scent balanced perfectly between fruity and powdery. Okay.
Whoa. I'm kind of hoping by the end of our barbershop month, we will have a better understanding of like what a barbershop is, because I don't think I've ever been in one where I'm like, wow, I need to take this smell home, because they smell utilitarian. They smell like the oil on the razor blades. They smell like the pine sol on the floor. You know?
Well, and it's funny, even this one lists fruity and powdery, which I almost get sometimes, you know, from what we've smelled so far, that there is some sort of floral, like there is a lavender or a something that's in there, some sort of a powder,
some geranium kind of thing, right?
A little powder, a little musk, and then there is a bergamot, a lime, a fruity something. So I'm curious how they take this with just that simple description that we know by the scent. Barbershop,
so,
you know?
Yeah, I'm not sure if like barbershop is a real place or if those of us in the shaving community, when we hear barbershop, it is something different. It is sort of a magical idea of that perfect place to spend a Saturday morning. So that's kind of where I'm going with my hypothesis, and I'm excited for this one. Let's unbox it.
Right.
Ooh, the blue tape from the Razor Company.
Okay, there's another one in here that you can't see.
Oh, yeah, don't look.
So no peeking.
You're not allowed to see this one from Captain's Choice. That's coming up, so
may
don't
come
look.
back.
You never saw that.
Nothing
and there
happened.
she is, the 11, the original label. I'm excited. Look at that.
Let's see.
If you are looking to get your own, this soap now has a lovely barber pole that is on the front.
This one does too, but it's a little smaller, so you really kind
you'll see what we mean when you go over to the website. You see their new labels.
and it's a
really
clear.
cool.
This one's a black container, and the other one's clear. It looks like. So
and look at the label for
same
Apollo.
soap,
That one's really cool. We love doing it too.
Their whole new presentation has changed, but soap should be the same.
I don't really know much about 11, except that at the very beginning of our journey, they were kind of up there with some of the other artisans, and so I decided to grab this one.
No, it's a perfect way to make their debut for Barbershop.
Yeah, I'm sad it took us this long to get to an 11 soap, but it was Barbershop month. We had to hold off a little bit, so. Ooh, I think it's time for a first impression. Yeah, I think you should go first for the barbershops, because I like to kind of gauge your face a little bit on how it smells. So.
I am starting to learn like what smells kind of mean a barbershop, but at the same time, it is really cool to see how each artisan kind of tweaks it to their own.
Right. At the very beginning, folks, Sarah was like, well, I'm a girl. I don't know how much barbershops are really going to light my fire. But over time, there are some that, while classified a barbershop, could also be classified as a myriad of other amazing things. And her ears perk up now in barbershop. So maybe they're winning you over a little bit more as time goes on.
And a new artisan. So
I know, right? That's
sometimes
always fun
that's
to
even
explore
more fun.
My first shave with a new artisan.
Ooh, those who like the pour.
Ooh, there's writing.
And then what we couldn't find, it's on the
inside. There you go.
So this is the Julian base, and it's a 4-ounce.
It's a 4-ounce
there you go.
pour. Beautiful. I like the sticker inside.
Right, so instead of on the bottom.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
No more stalling. Here we go.
Take it in. The 11 Barbershop. Oh. Oh.
It's definitely more the classic barbershop scent. I know we're just trying to say how we're breaking down barbershops, but I mean, it's what the label says.
Do you get a little powder? Like, what are we talking about?
Yes.
Ooh.
But there's a little, a different ending.
Oh.
I almost get like a greener kind of side where some of the barbershops before, it'd be a little more powdery at the end. Or this one almost has like I don't want to say cologne, but a little more masculine.
I might like that,
a little more masculine hit at the end. Okay.
All right, here we go. Ooh, I wonder what the little target.
I think it's just quick glance. Like it is. It's the top of the barbershop.
Oh, it's probably so you know which one it is.
Right.
This is probably a little side label.
Right.
So that when you see this, you know barbershop and the Apollo one might
red, white, and blue. You know,
picture of an Apollo thing right there. Right. How clever! You don't need a giant side label.
That's all you
just need a little dot.
We know what that means.
Hey, that's a great idea. I might actually borrow this for some of our soaps that don't have side labels. We can make our own. They're just little.
Instead of get your own, we can make our own.
Make your own. There we go.
Okay, see what you think.
Oh.
That was my first whiff. I know. That's why I showed the pour, because it's a little different.
Oh, I like this. Oh, I like this. I did not have to spend a whole lot of time with this.
But it's a different ending. Right? I mean, it's still barbershop, but if I have to pull them apart,
you know? Right. Okay, let's have a grown-up conversation. I like my barbershops. Right. I like my barbershops without a gourmand. Just because
it's a barbershop.
There's hair everywhere. You don't exactly
you don't have a scone in a barbershop.
Like, here, give me a fade and a peach to eat while you do it. No, that's not what happens, right?
If you're gonna go barbershop.
Right. So I generally love my barbershops to be more powdery, almost medicine-y kind of thing, right? Those kind of clean scents. Okay, this is the first one I've smelled where it's like barbershop, but there's also a definitive gourmand in here. And I'm loving this.
Gourmand? Is that what I was saying?
I think so. I think there's something in here that's a little bit like mama, like the fruitiness, right? Like fruits and things.
That is what they said, a fruity and powdery barbershop.
Right. So I think it's that. I am loving the fruits in here because it's not like a juicy fruit gum kind of thing. It's not like an artificial fruit. It's a really lovely fruit that balances this out. So I think where a lot of barbershops will borrow a floral to do this, they're using a fruit. And I love this.
I was getting like green in my mind, but I don't know if that's what I'm getting.
Yeah, right. Like a plant maybe. Instead of the more like chemical-y things or cologne-y things.
Interesting.
This smells a little bit more real to me. It's beautiful.
Yeah, but I get like an outdoorsy kind of greeny kind of hit.
Right. It's not like an indoor total powder barbershop kind of thing, right?
But it makes it cleaner somehow.
Yeah,
less powdery, more clean. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yes.
But, once we lathered up, it could have totally changed.
Yeah.
So, but first, just off the puck.
Yeah, and it's lovely the sweet that it brings in. Because if you think about a sweet that's brought in with like a fruit, it's not an overpowering cologne-y sweet. You're not hit with like a sugar. You're hit with like, a fruit smell, a lovely natural fruit smell that keeps it from being too sweet, which some barbershops can be really sweet, like the talc.
Okay.
Whoa. But like you said, really clean, but using greens and fruits to do it. Oh, we might even have to build a lather with this guy.
Yeah, I'm curious if we'll get more fruit once we lather.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a harder.
It is.
It's a harder soap.
What do you get with the sweet?
It kind of goes right away into like a florally greeny color to me.
Right. Yeah.
I don't get it. I mean, I can tell it's here, but it's at the very beginning, and then it kind of goes away from me. I get more something else that stays with me.
Right. So we push the soap here into little ridges of our 3D printed bowl. Generally, we use a wet brush when we actually shave. But for the show, for purposes of safety and comfort, we use the bougie spray.
We just go right into it.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, this is becoming a lot more dry.
Okay.
So even that sweetness of the fruit is going away, and it is becoming more of a traditional barbershop now, but it still has some of those fruits in the background, which keep it different.
Huh. All right. I'll let you finish the lather and see what we get here.
Oh, this is great, because this is giving me all the comfort of talc and cologne and everything without, well, how do I better say this? The artificialness of it, because talc is not, there's not like a talc tree. You know what I mean? Like that's not a natural fragrance.
Right.
The blue stuff that the combs are in is not a natural fragrance. You know what I mean? So a lot of those come together to make barbershops for me, and I love it. But this feels like it's using more natural things to build the same kind of clean as a barbershop. Does that make sense?
I think so. I'm still getting more of like a masculine barbershop. Like I really do feel like I walked into an actual barbershop.
Right.
Which is fun because a lot of the other ones, they kind of add a twist or they do a little, you know, things. But this is very like an authentic barbershop lane, I feel like.
And there is something cologne at the end. There is a little something that's just in the air.
It's almost like after your shave, they do a little splash or something. Like I feel like I get a little of that in there. There's something that's a different twist at the end.
And there is something that kind of keeps it all drier, that pulls against the sweet a little bit. That's really nice. This changed a lot in the lather.
And speaking of lather, this is our first 11 lather, but look at it. It's pretty happy there.
We don't comment on lather here at the Barbershop Duet.
And we didn't even finish.
But look at that. And there's a big bunch of soap still in the bowl that needs a little more water.
It's a very happy
just
lather.
A nice lather.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to have a new one to play with, you know?
So, you know what? I'm going to make a proclamation here, too. This, I think, is like our most modern barbershop so far. Are you smelling this?
Oh, really? I was going to say our most like classic.
Oh, you getting vintage?
I'm getting more like straight, streamlined barbershop.
We got a knockdown drag out here today at the Barbershop Duet, folks. She's getting no fruits. I'm getting like an orchard over here.
Maybe our noses have officially split off here. I don't know.
I don't know. This is crazy, man.
I never have spent time in a barbershop, I really have to say.
Yeah,
maybe like 2 in my whole life. So you would probably know.
Good.
You'd probably know more than I would.
Oh, it is. It's oh, wow. That pull against the clean and the dry. And you're right. That dry is something grassy. It's something green. I don't know what it is.
Just the thing at the end. I'm not sure, but.
Oh. Whoa. And see, are you getting indoor or outdoor? It's rough with the grass, right?
See, and it's not grass to me. I'm getting more like tree green or something. Like,
yeah. Like evergreen?
Kind of, but not the Christmas side because we just did all that.
Right.
But I'm getting something that.
No, I get that. Like a little pine or a little.
It's not mint,
like
though.
An herb. It's an herb.
It's not mint.
No, but it's close. Oh. Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm with you now.
I get that at the end, but it starts
off something
barbershop.
Cold and herby, and it's something we've got.
I almost feel like only because we talk to our friends in Canada all the time, but I almost feel like it's a barbershop that's right. It's in Canada. Like you walk out the door, or when you open the door, you can smell like the cool green coming into the barbershop. Or like the mix of that air. A lot of our artisans
so far are from Canada. And we kind of get a sense of their noses or the outdoorness.
I just get, that image in my mind. I get a little more, it's not outdoor, but it's that fresh air coming in. You're leaving clean?
Nope. There's something in here that I cook with. I'm going back to the gourmand. There is something in here that is around here that I cook with. It's an herb. It's a spice.
I'm just getting like an outdoor green, but you could be totally right. Do we give in and we look at that?
There is one way to cheat. Can I please see the teacher's edition?
You were right.
There it is.
Okay, that's what it was.
That's what it is. Do you smell it? We should probably tell them what we're seeing.
Okay,
so the very first thing, real big surprise here for Barbershop is
bergamot, which a lot of barbershops have that.
This next one, y'all, I will sometimes go out looking for it in my neighbors' yards to come home and cook with it. Rosemary.
That's the green. That's the fresh that we're getting.
And that's what we were kind of disagreeing about because I think we smelled the rosemary in little different ways. But it's
the next
rosemary.
One, look, oak moss. So that together, I think I was getting more of that oaky part. But they blend together and then add patchouli and patchouli that whole underneath three together.
Yep. And not so much patchouli that you would like sense it, but enough that it would ground it in something a little spicy.
Yeah.
Right. Beautiful.
And then sandalwood, powdery musk. So we were both kind of right, but our noses were picking different things.
How smart to pair the powder with the musk. Because that's part of that tug of war. Because the powder is going to be uber light and clean. The musk is going to be probably not.
But there's something about the rosemary, oak moss, patchouli, sandalwood section that makes this its own little kind of version too.
Have we had a rosemary in a barbershop yet? I don't think so.
Oh, I think there was one, but maybe it was basil.
Yeah, it was basil. Right. This is rad. This is rad what this is doing to this barbershop. Whoa.
But again, it's a classic barbershop, but you keep wanting to find what that little difference is in it.
Yep. And I think my nose, when it smells the rosemary, makes it a modern barbershop. And I think her nose, when she smells the rosemary, takes her back to a more vintage, classic kind of barbershop.
Kind of scent.
But they both take us to somewhere where we'd want to hang out for a while. Like, seriously, guys, this is the kind of smell that just has to relax your body. That like when you take it in, your body automatically goes, oh, thanks.
It's just like, you want to have that, get a fresh haircut or something, that little dose of pampering of being at a barbershop and leaving. There is something about that.
Just when you hear a special song, how it lights up a certain part of your brain. And when I smell this is just a certain crafting of beautiful oils and scents to be like, wow, somebody built this. This was not an accident. This is not, I knocked over a bottle of bergamot and spilled it into the rosemary. No, no, no. Somebody built this like a painting, and it's
so beautiful. Now that we know the 11 base here a little bit, and now that we kind of know what's in this, I think we should try to take it a little deeper.
It's a square root of 11. Wow.
Okay, now smell it here again after we know the list.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, see, this is more fruity. This is where I get, this is where I got the fruits and stuff. And then
so more the bergamot
side. A little bit more of the bergamot. I think a little bit more of the patchouli was in there. Maybe not so much the bergamot. And then when you mix it with a little air and water, it's like it comes to life. This is like trying to judge a bouncy house while it's still deflated on the back of the truck. You know what I mean?
It is really, really fresh. I think I have to say, like the rosemary, that's what the outdoorsy part I was getting was just like that fresh air kind of a hit that you get.
Yep. And this has a level of balance and sophistication that my brain's going, why have we never ordered from them before? And what else do they have?
Right? Let's go check it out.
This is super impressive, y'all. And look, they've got a whole line of splashes and bombs. They have a new line of toners and splashes.
Clearly, we're going to have to keep digging, everyone. If you have ones from 11 that we should do, please put it in the comments, because clearly...
I love when we find new folks like this, and it is this good. Whoa, right.
Okay, and it is a Telesoap, the Chilean base. Okay, nice. Interesting.
Oh, wow. The lime, the bergamot in this is just gorgeous, too. Like,
I kind of want to know...
smelled a billion bergamots, but this one's like, wow. That's great.
But usually when we get a bergamot, it's mixed in with a lime or a lemon or something else and how they go in tandem. But it by itself, it oddly is a little sweeter. Yeah. I think that's what you were getting the sweet from. Like the little gourmandy side.
Yeah, I was trying to think, like if you had to label this a barbershop, not a boardwalk barbershop, not an outer space barbershop, what would you call this?
I think I still get that like fresh air barbershop.
Yeah, my brain just wants to call it the friendly barbershop.
Oh, I get that.
Right? Like the one where they got movies playing on the TVs.
I kind of feel like it's a barbershop that you would go to on vacation. I forget the name of the city in Utah that I went to, but it was really old town kind of vibe. Every end of the street, if you looked up or down, was a beautiful mountain range on one side and all the greenery on the other. And I feel like this would be the barbershop I'd be sitting in and have a view outside of somewhere gorgeous and fresh.
Yeah.
Like
is there a big old temple? It's probably Salt Lake City.
I'm
probably about that because it's a little like sort of nested, protected community mountain town kind of vibe, right?
Park City? Is that where the Olympics were at? I think it's Park City. I'll have to check.
They were probably in like 9 different towns.
Right. Anyways, that's the vibe I'm getting.
I normally don't have fun laughing like this.
I was actually noticing how much you kept laughing.
This is really cool. I can't wait to actually try this. I think I can already feel my razor blades afraid of it. All right, so it's pretty simple. All you have to do is find an RV that's heading out to Las Vegas and hitch your wagon to it. When you get to the Bellagio, go all the way to the back of the craps room and you're going to find a big old table that's surrounded by dudes in cowboy hats that are all being really encouraging. They're going to hand you the dice. Blow on them, shake them, roll them looking for 7, come 11, and you just got a 4. So you're going to have to go to this website to get your own. So head over to 11shaving.com where you'll find this and a ton of other cool stuff. This thing just keeps delighting me. It's a new artisan, so you never know what to expect, but yo, this is above average in every way, y'all, and it just tipped the scales when I went to make my lather last night, and it was awesome. And then halfway through, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna break this sucker, and I threw a ton more water in. It just turned into a whole nother personality. So on my second pass, it was a way different lather, and it just left me to decide which one I liked best. Not all of them do that, so hey, 11. This scent was also really beautiful on my face. There was nothing that after 15 minutes kept like poking at me or jumping out of the blend. Beautiful, just kept me in that lovely barbershop state of mind. welcome to messages.
So we have a set of burgundy sent to us by Rod and Mandy for a giveaway for you.
From Sterling Soap Company. They just believed in our little show and sent us this to give away to y'all. So all you have to do is be a subscriber here on YouTube and send an email to this address so we can get back to you at WeSentYou@theBarbershopDuet.com. And then keep an eye on our episode on January 17th, where we are going to pull our lucky winner. Thank you for being here and best of luck, y'all.
Yeah.
This is why we do it. This is beautiful. This is a fantastic barbershop set.
You know, and I was kind of worried doing so many barbershops so close together, but
yeah,
I actually think
too,
it's cool to see what everyone does. Like, yes, it's a barbershop, but there are also different twists to the barbershop.
Yep. And when we were on our walk, she was like, what if we get one? And then right after the other, they all smell the same. And I was like, I think we're going to have a little faith in this world that even these barbershops are going to be pretty vastly different. And even those that might be based on the same formula, this one's going to add a little more gunpowder. This one's going to add a little more sage. This one's going to add a little more this or that. And give each one its own character and its own twist. So, yo, barbershop month, perfect idea after Christmas, right?
Yes, but it's actually really fun because each artisan all seems to have their version of a barbershop. Like, it's just a standard.
Different Philippine barbershop or a boardwalk barbershop. I mean, my God.
But it's like the classic in wet shaving. It's either a barbershop or a bay rum, or, you know, there's something in there that everyone seems to have their version of. So it's kind of a good way to actually get to know their personality as an artisan.
And the one thing we can all agree on is that these don't smell anything like a real barbershop, so go figure.
Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.